Good morning, and welcome to the April Sound Summit, where we're focusing on the month of the military child. As a reminder, you can follow along with the navigation sheet and use that as a reference after the broadcast. A bunch of our presenters that aren't here today with us in person, you'll find their resources on the second page of the navigation sheet, so be sure to check with them for all their upcoming events. As a reminder, throughout the broadcast, we'll be collecting your questions, and we'll bring people up at the end to answer those questions, and we'll be posting the answers within 48 hours of the completion of the broadcast. At this point, I'd like to welcome up Ms. Grady for opening remarks.
Well, good morning, JBLM, and on behalf of Colonel Duncan and the entire Garrison team, welcome to the April Sound Summit. We finally have some nice weather and sunshine, so I'm sure people are excited to be back in the great outdoors in the Pacific Northwest because there's so many things to do around here. And then most importantly, all the things that we have to highlight today. April is a busy month. There are a lot of themes going on, and you're going to hear about those throughout the presentations today. And so we really encourage you to take advantage of all those great things and programs that we have to offer, not only on the Garrison, but in the community as well. So thank you for your participation. We look forward to any questions that you may have throughout the presentation, and I'm going to turn it over to Colonel Ellis for some opening remarks.
Good morning, JBLM. I'm Colonel Patrick Ellis. I'm the new Chief of Staff for America's First Corps here on JBLM. I'm real excited to be part of this great team, and I look forward to this month's Sound Summit. I encourage you to take advantage of having all of our community partners together today and ask any questions that you may have in the chat. We'll either connect you with the right resource, or if we have the opportunity, we'll answer your questions live on the air. Now, I'm sure all of you are excited as I am to welcome spring here. With the temperatures rising and the sun out more frequently, I encourage you to get outside. Check out JBLM Sound Living on Instagram for your next hike, or visit the Northwest Adventure Center and go paddleboarding or kayaking on American Lake. Sound living is the culture of our community and is all about connecting with each other to inspire healthy, balanced living. We have a few initiatives for April, including Sexual Assault Awareness Month and Alcohol Awareness Month, and our team is going to highlight the resources for you today that bring awareness to these initiatives. If there's one thing I want you to take away, it's that you are not alone. If you are the victim of sexual assault or struggle with addiction, we have a network of people standing ready to support you on your journey. Please don't suffer in silence. We also celebrate and honor the amazing support and contributions of our military children and youth this month. This month is the month of the military child and is a great tradition observed every April. This year's theme is Military Children and Youth, a Resilient Force in a Changing World. I can't think of a more appropriate theme given the challenges our military children and youth have faced over the last year. While there will be festivities and activities going on all month, I want to personally encourage you to mark your calendars for April 24th. That's the day of Kids Fest, which is our first large-scale event this year. It will be done safely with the appropriate COVID protocols in place, but will bring our families and children together for a celebration of their service. In conjunction with Kids Fest, we will also celebrate the grand opening of the Children's Museum on the 24th. Robin, thanks for the great lineup today, and thanks to all our briefers for the services and resources you work hard to provide to our service members and their families. I'll be followed by the Vice for the 62nd Air Wing, Colonel Collins. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a very safe and happy Easter weekend. Especially ecstatic to see a lot of our airmen and their families at our Spring Fling Festival that we had this past weekend. It was a huge success and COVID safe. I'll tell you we are aggressively pursuing other airmen initiatives for Team McChord. In addition to the Kids Fest, which I highly encourage you all to attend, I also want to focus on some other events we're planning throughout the summer to get back to ops normal and get out from underneath this COVID rock that we've been under for the last year. Our biggest news from Team McChord side of the house is we have our upcoming Rainier War exercise. It's the largest exercise we've done this entire year, and actually in the last 2 or 3 years. We're going to do a combination of 10 C-17s, over 25 crews, associated maintenance and support personnel, but also importantly with our awesome partnership capabilities we have here at JBLM, working with the 7th ID and as well as the 17th FAB, including 5 other Air Force bases throughout the United States. The purpose of the exercise is to demonstrate and practice our combat and employment capabilities, especially with the increased tensions that we're seeing across the globe. I just want to personally, again, however, thank you for all that you do. Again, I'll caveat that please make sure you get out and enjoy some beautiful Mother Nature is having to offer. It should be exciting times in the coming months. So thank you for your time, and I'll pass over now to Lance Posner, who will talk about Sexual Assault Prevention Month. Thank you.
Good morning, JBLM. My name is Lance Posner. I'm the Sexual Assault Response Coordinator for the Garrison, and April is the Sexual Assault Awareness Month. It's going to take all of us to eliminate sexual harassment and sexual assault within our ranks. It's going to take all of us to do our part to eliminate sexual harassment and sexual assault from even starting. If we treat everybody with fairness, dignity, and respect, it is going to go a long way to eliminate that. You know, if you are in need of assistance when it comes to sexual harassment and sexual assault, Joint Base Lewis-McChord has a 24-hour sexual assault hotline, 253-389-8469. Please do your part in eliminating sexual harassment and sexual assault, and be aware that it takes all of us to make sure we live in a better community. I'll be followed by Family Advocacy Program.
My name is Grace, and my dad works for DeVarty. Hi, my name is Parker Collins.
My name is Palmer Collins.
And my name is Peyton Collins. Our dad works for the 62nd Airlift Wing. We represent just a few of the many military children here at JBLM.
During the month of April, we hope you recognize your children for their service, commitment, and sacrifice in support of the Armed Forces community.
I'm Anderson. My dad works for the 42nd MP Brigade. Not only am I a military child, but I am also here to introduce a special event during the month of April, the Pinwheel Scavenger Hunt.
I have a bright idea.
Are you talking about participating in the JBLM Pinwheel Scavenger Hunt?
Scavenger hunt, but it's raining. It's always raining.
Nothing can stop us. We can use this umbrella that I found.
It's too foggy.
Not a problem. We can use these handy dandy binoculars.
Good thing I spent a few hours last night decorating this pinwheel.
Well, you guys have everything.
Yeah, all right, explorers. Grab your gear. This isn't going to be easy. We've got to stick. Do you see that? Let me get out my binoculars so we can... I think it's a pinwheel.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Selfie!
What does pinwheel even mean, though?
The pinwheel represents not only National Child Abuse Prevention Month, but also promotes ways in which we can strengthen families within our community by working together. Spending quality time with one another as a family is just...
How many pinwheels will there be?
I'm glad you asked. There are going to be 10 pinwheels hidden all around JBLM.
Starting April 1st, you can use the clues found on the Dip for Facebook page, or you can pick them up at Waller Hall to get you started on your adventure. Document your findings.
Will there be umbrellas and pinwheels for pickup too?
Of course, you can pick up all your gear for the scavenger hunt at Waller Hall from 11 to 3 every Tuesday during the month of April.
Is there a prize or something?
I like the way you think. The more pinwheels you find, the more chances you have at winning one of 4 $200 commissary gift cards.
I know, and here's your first clue. Whether you are coming or going, or just need support, visit this hall because we do it all. From coffee to sandwiches, we don't stop there.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go find those pinwheels.
If you have any questions about where the pinwheels are located, contact the Family Advocacy Program at 253-967-5901.
Good luck, explorers. We will now be followed by MWR.
Good morning. I'm Corey from CYS. Thanks, guys. That was great. And as they said, every April we celebrate Month of the Military Child. This gives us a chance to recognize our children for their sacrifices and their service to our country. A lot of children go through multiple moves as a military child, and they also go through long periods of parental absences due to deployments and trainings. And this gives us a chance to reach out and say thank you to them. Although they go through all of those things, military children are some of the strongest and most resilient people you will ever meet. In April, MWR has a lot of activities planned to help celebrate these children. You can click on the links in the screen ahead, and that will show you what these are. I'll highlight just a few of those today. The boxcar competition and the Kids Talent Show are both virtual events, so you can participate safely at home and then upload your entries to those competitions. In the link, there are links in there for where to send your things in by the 15th and 16th of the month. This Saturday, the 10th of April, there is still space in our painting class for youth ages 6 to 17. So if you have kids ages 6 to 17, that's a free class. It's over at the MWR Fest tent. There are sessions at 11 and 2, and you can give us a call if you're interested in that. And as people on April 24th, that is a Saturday this year, and it'll be held from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. It's centered at Cowan Field, but it'll be spread throughout the area so that we can follow COVID mitigations. There are sports skills competitions, carnival-style game booths, free bowling, Super Smash Brothers competitions, all sorts of fun stuff. So practice your good mask wearing, social distancing, and we hope to see you there that day. If you have any questions about any of these events or how to register, you can find us at JBLM MWR on most social media pages. And we will be followed by Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs. Thank you.
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Mark Sullivan with your Washington State Department of Veterans Affairs. My particular role is advisor to the Washington State Military Transition and Readiness Council. If you're not familiar with the council, it was established back during sequestration when the military was downsizing and everybody who owned a part of finding jobs for transitioning service members realized that none of us individually had enough resources alone to absorb all the work. So all the state, federal, military, and private partners who worked in this space came together and created the council as a way to collaborate. The original group of partners came up with several projects that you'll be familiar with, including Camo to Commerce, which became WorkSource JBLM, Vi-25, which still exists today, and Northwest Edge, which now exists as Onward to Opportunity. So since then, the council has expanded its mandate to include employment support for military spouses, and several of you will remember the Military Spouse Listening Tour that we held back in 2019. So today we have 2 strategy work groups of partners focused on military spouse employment and career development, and credential portability, which includes portability for licenses for spouses moving across state lines, as well as transitioning service members who want to use their military training to achieve a private sector credential. We also have 5 standing communities of practice focused on military employment, National Guard and Reserve employment, higher education, apprenticeship and career-connected learning, and entrepreneurship. These groups, which include staff and managers from our various partners, meet every other month to share information and collaborate on various strategies. So moving forward, we have a few new initiative items. First, our executive committee, which includes leaders like the garrison commander and deputy garrison commander, as well as state and federal agency leaders, authorized 2 new strategy groups. The first group is going to focus on outreach and education, which all of our communities of practice agree that we need to focus on more. In particular, we need to make better connections to and educate our employers. This is particularly true for our mid and small employers, so we'll be working with WorkSource and our installation partners to extend that effort. We also need to invent new ways of connecting with military spouses. So that's always been a pernicious challenge for our partners since there's so much turnover, but we're going to invent some new strategies to do that. The second group is going to focus on military family child care, which was a big issue raised during the listening tour, and so we're going to be spending some time in that area. Of course, we can't do a lot of this without staff support. Some of you will recall that the state legislature created a military spouse liaison position during the last legislative session. We haven't been able to fill that position because of the hiring freeze, but I recently received authorization, so we'll be filling that position soon. And lastly, some of you who work in the apprenticeship space may recall that Rachel Roberts, our state apprenticeship, military apprenticeship program specialist, left on an extended reserve deployment. And so we'll be backfilling behind her with Peter DeLamont. Some of you may know him. A lot of expertise in apprenticeship and working with the military community, and we're getting him onboarded now, and so that'll be, he'll be beginning with us very soon. So with that, I'm going to pass this along to the Madigan Army Medical Center.
Thank you, sir. Good morning. I'm Colonel Scott Roof, the Madigan Commander. I'd like to highlight the month of the military child has been mentioned. April is the month of the military child. Military kids are the cornerstone of military families and display remarkable strength and resilience every day. You know, our goal is to educate and bring awareness to military children about the importance of fostering a virtual community and building camaraderie to strengthen mental health, well-being, and belonging crucial to readiness and families. Military kids, as you know, are resilient in the face of constant change. They are incredibly resourceful and creative with support systems for their families and communities. Military kids, however, are faced with unique psychological challenges of military life. There is a resource for this. Military Kids Connect is an online community for military children ages 6 to 17 and provides access to age-appropriate resources. April 15th is our Purple Up Day. The color purple represents all branches of the military. On Purple Up Day, we recognize military families from all branches of the military by wearing purple. We will have a special event at Madigan, so stay tuned to find more info on our Madigan website. The COVID-19 vaccine, I'd like to highlight some important news there. We are moving to phase 2. We're now booking appointments for all patients and eligible TRICARE beneficiaries 16 years of age or older for our new vaccination location beginning on April 12th. Some of you may be familiar with that location, as that is where we held our drive-through flu vaccine. So this will be another drive-through at McChord Field at the ADAG Building 1327 on East Northwest Street, across the street from the USO on McChord Field. If you already have a second dose scheduled, that means you got your dose at the ALCC, the American Lake Conference Center, you will get your second dose there. Otherwise, all new first and second doses will be at this new location at McChord Field. You can make an appointment by calling the Puget Sound Military Appointment Center at 1-800-404-4506 at 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. on Saturday and Sunday. You can also conveniently book an appointment online using our COVID-19 vaccine appointment scheduler at madigan.tricare.mil. Be sure to check our COVID vaccine hotline. You can follow our Madigan Facebook page for updates, or you can call our hotline at 253-968-4744, and we'll keep that updated for you, so a lot of this information will be repeated there. Thank you for your interest in the COVID-19 vaccine and joining the fight to achieve herd immunity and hopefully move past this pandemic. I'd also like to notify you the Army Wellness Center has moved. The new location is now at the Nelson Recreation Center, while the Jensen Fitness Center is being renovated. All of the services and benefits that were available at the other site are available at the new location, again at the Nelson Rec Center at 3168 2nd Division Drive on JBLM. And finally, I'd just like to remind everyone that while we've seen improvement The pandemic is not over, and we ask you to remain vigilant. If you have any COVID-like symptoms and are unsure what to do, you can always call the MHS Nurse Advice Line 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 1-800-TRICARE and select option 1. It's a free resource for TRICARE beneficiaries to speak with a registered nurse and receive recommendations for the most appropriate level of care. You can also visit our MHSNurseAdviceLine.com for chat or video chat options. Again, remain vigilant, practice the 3 W's, wear your mask, wash your hands frequently, and watch your distance. We are all in this together. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and stay healthy. Care with compassion. Next, I'll be followed by B.O.S.S.
Thank you, sir. I'm Sergeant Belowing. I'm the treasurer for JBLM Installations B.O.S.S team, and I am here to tell you about the wonderful events we have coming up in April. Every Monday and Thursday, we have IT security prep. Every Tuesday, we have board study. Tomorrow, we have craft night. This weekend on Saturday, we have a trip to the Skagit Tulip Festival. On the 14th, we have movie night. The 17th, we have a paragliding event in Issaquah Valley. And on the 21st, we have game night. 2 important volunteer events that are coming up. On April 24th, we are looking for rock climbing volunteers for Kids Fest. And on April 30th, we're looking for volunteers to help us conduct a food drive at the Thurston Food Bank. If you are interested in these or any other events, please contact us at 253-967-5636, or you can find us at our offices at the Warrior Zone. All events need to be signed up beforehand. For any more updates, please check our Facebook site. Next up, we have Sustainable JBLM. Thank you.
Good morning, JBLM. I'm Kathy, Directorate of Public Works Environmental Division. I want to take this opportunity to invite you to join us on 22 April at the Prairie Oak Preserve for a fun day of doing restoration activity. That is Earth Day, so that's why we're doing it on a Thursday. From 8:30 to 2:30, we're going to be restoring this small piece of prairie that still remains within this cantonment. It's located behind Madigan. Registration is on the flyer that's on the front page of the environmental website, and there's a link there. You can sign up through Eventbrite. So I'm looking forward to having you join us. It will be great. We have trees to plant, Scotch broom to pull. If you haven't had a chance to do that yet, come get dirty and enjoy that day with us. In light of that, we're also going to talk about other things you can do this month and every month to celebrate the earth, and one of them is to use a reusable water bottle. Turn off the lights when you leave the room, unplug what you don't need, eat healthy, walk when you can, and flush only the things that go down the toilet. Toilet paper, pee, and poop. Those are the 3 Ps, and that's what we're looking for. Feel free to check out our website. We have all kinds of flyers and other handouts you can use to spread the word. But we look forward to seeing you at Kids Fest. If we don't see you on 22 April, we're going to be holding down the fort there at Kids Fest, and we'll see you at Cohen Field. Thank you. I'll be followed by JBLM risk reduction.
Good morning, JBLM. My name is Danisha Baldwin, your Emergent Case Management Specialist.
Hi, and I'm Kerry Brinkman, one of the Risk Reduction Program Coordinators here at the Ready Resilient Division Prevention Branch here at JBLM. So, Danisha, what's so special about April?
Well, Kerry, April is also Alcohol Awareness Month, and we are just here simply to bring awareness that alcohol use is not necessarily abuse.
And that's a very important concept to understand. We're not saying that you can't use alcohol. That's a personal choice. What we are is trying to promote low-risk behaviors by preventing high-risk behaviors such as alcohol abuse. So I guess the first place to start is to define what is alcohol abuse. Simply put, it's when your alcohol use affects your physical health, your mental health, and your social obligations such as your family or loved ones or at work. We want to keep our entire JBM community safe. So remember, it's your decision It's your high-risk decision in the moment that can lead to a lifetime of high-risk consequences.
Oh, wow, Carrie, that's a great thought to leave them with. At each gate this Friday during the month of April, we will be at each of the gates to pass out more information regarding alcohol use is not abuse and some red tote bags. Also, be sure to check us out online at jblmmwr.com to find out more information about Alcohol Awareness Month, as well as information regarding how your risk reduction program coordinators can assist you.
Have a safe month, and we will be followed by the Spouses Club of Lewis-McChord.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa Fowler, and I am the president of the Spouses Club of Lewis-McChord. I'd like to invite you just to watch a quick video that our Community Grants Chair, Amy Rowland, put together for us to kind of explain community grants.
Thank you to the Lewis Community Spouses.
That candle part, you guys, am I right? It gets me every single time. So community grants. Community grants is near and dear to the Spouses Club of Lewis-McChord. We try really hard every single year to raise money that we can give back directly to our community. And with your help for ACE Night, we were actually able to raise almost $24,000 to give back to our community grants, with over $15,000 of that coming directly from ACE Night itself, from people just like you, who won some fantastic prizes and gave us some donations and helped us do that. So thank you so much to our community for helping us give back. Our community grants has already met, and they have already decided who those recipients are going to be this year. So look forward to next year to another fantastic video. So next I would like to talk about what we do. So if you go over to that What We Do tab on that Spouses Club page and scroll on down to Operation Deploy Your Dress, there you go. You can click on that Facebook page link up at the top, and that'll take you to our Facebook page for JBLM. So JBLM Operation Deploy Your Dress. What is Operation Deploy Your Dress? Operation Deploy Your Dress, also known as ODYD, provides every single DoD ID card holder with one free dress, one pair of accessories, and jewelry one time every calendar year. So you can go in there, shop some fantastic dresses that have been donated by people who are PCSing or just people who love to donate dresses. It's a pretty fantastic cause. If you look at our April calendar, our hours actually have changed. We've decided to put back in some daytime hours in April as well. So we've got our Tuesday hours are 1600 to 1800, and then our Thursday hours are 11 to 1300. So come out there and join us. If you scroll back up to the top, I think it actually, yep, oop, there you go. It kind of shows you on the map where exactly ODYD is. That's a little tricky to find, but don't freak out. Just press that pin and it'll take you right there. Next, if we go back to there we go, back to the page, back up to what we do. Next thing we want to talk about is our outreach. So our outreach we also have a helping out with the Emergency Food Network, and that's actually happening on this Saturday, the 15th. So if you'd like to come out and volunteer with us and help us repack some food to give back to our local community, we would love to see you. So come on in. You can just contact Audie Wainscott. She is our community outreach, not community outreach. Community outreach, good heaven, community outreach chair, and she will let you know all the information that you need to come on and help out the EFN. Next thing I'd like to talk about, is there anything else? Yes, of course there's something else. Okay, so go back up to that top of the website and go to About Us. There we go, board member application. I'm not sure how I forgot, you guys. Board member application. So we are still looking for some fantastic volunteers to help us fill out our executive board and our general board. So if you are looking to volunteer with us, we'd love to have you. So go ahead and fill out that application for us, send it on in, and we will get in touch with you. The cool thing about volunteering with the Spouses Club of Lewis-McChord is that because we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, you can put that puppy on your resume. It's awesome, so do it. Come play with us, we're cool and fantastic. Anyway, that's all I have. Thank you so much for your time. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that back over to Robin Baker.
Thanks, Melissa. At this point, I'd like to bring Ms. Grady back up to answer a question.
Okay, so only one question today from Jonathan, and he wanted to know if we could talk about brown water. So Jonathan, what we'd like you to do is call the Directorate of Public Works at 253-967-3131, press option 2, and they will be able to answer all your questions about brown water. And before we close today, I just want to thank everybody again, all our presenters. It was a great lineup, and as I mentioned at the beginning, there's a lot of activities taking place during the month of April, so get out there, enjoy the good weather, and thank you so much for being part of this today, and we welcome all your feedback. We'll be monitoring the website afterwards if there's any questions that come in that we can answer. So Robin, back over to you.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks everyone for joining us today. Please join us again in May. We'll be broadcasting on the 4th of May for our Sound Summit, and have a great rest of your day.